こんばんは、ダイナミックです。皆さんはこのザ・スタンリー・パラブルというゲームをご存知でしょうか？僕は知らないです。なので今回はこのザ・スタンリー・パラブルをやってみたいと思います。なんかね、面白いって言われてるんで、これはやらないとなっていう感じでチャレンジしてみたいと思います。もうゲームとか何もわかんない。事前情報は何も得てないです。それでね、早速やってみましょう。
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
はい。
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
これ操作できるってこと？あ、できる。あ、意外と感性が乗るね。なんかこの物語を何すればいいんだろう。とりあえず探索する？あ、クリックとかなんもないの？わかんないね。鉛筆削りだ。今時使ってんだね。結構前のゲームか、これは。なんかの領収書？触れないんだ。エンターとかスペースとかなんもないね。ロッカーなんもないのか。とりあえず出るか。おお。はい。あ、決まっちゃった。
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
会議室に行くことにしました。メモをもら、そこってこと？なんかない？
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
なんか俺がやったことを解説してくれるんだ。あ、なんだ？お前、仕事途中だぞ。
Oh, please.
開かないね。嫌だね。
Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these men such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
20回すればいいの？ 20 回やってみるか。えい。
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps
50回のクリックでね。
Almost certainly 50 clicks.
50回やってみる？おらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおら。この絵面何？
No, no, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle,
めっちゃ怒って
Stanley.
る。
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door
20回。
number 417?
え ?417 417番20回クリック。ないよ、そんな扉。これはここはほら。めちゃくちゃ運良かったんだ。ここでしかなんないんだ、まさか。そんなことある？ガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャガチャ。あ。クリックでなんか反応すんだ。電話。それはない。パソコン。あ、消えた。消せるんだ。コピー機。進めるか。わかんないもんね。このゲームがまず何なのか。で、同僚を探すんだ。全部消してこうぜ。ちょっと人がいなくなったらさ、ちゃんと画面消さないと怒られるよ。ねえ。はい。もうないついてるパソコンは。ここ開く？開かない。あ、これか。ちょっとクリックしてみるか。えい。
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
戻れって？でも戻れんのこれ。あ、戻れる。あ、違うな。あれどこだ？あ、これか。えい。
Excellent.
Oh.
I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
はいはいはい。415番で10回。わかりました。415番ってどこですか？こういうゲームなのこれ。あ、この先か。ここか。えい。
Now, back to door number 437.
はい。はい。なんかめっちゃ怒ってない？そんな怒ることある？はい、戻りました。はい。
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
はい。
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
なんだなんだこれなんか、俺まさか一発目で謎を解いた？はい。
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
デスクへ登る？はい。
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that.
はい。
All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
何回かクリック。えい。
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
なんでこんなテンション高いの？またコピー機戻るのか。
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
5。1、2、3、4、5。
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing to hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
こういうのがあるんだ。運命感じちゃうね。今初回なんですけど。あ、ついてるパソコンがあるあんなところに。これだから。怒られるぞ。何これ。
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
左のドアに入ります。いやー、そう言われるとな、ちょっと右入ってみたくなっちゃうんだよな。ちょっと右入ってみるか。はい。
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
開かないんだ。開かないんだ。 ここはわかんない。ドア開かないと思った方がいいか。ここ開きそう。開かないのか。あれここか。休憩室だ。
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
ダメか。特になんもないのか、この部屋は。
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
これずっといるとなんかある？ここ光ってない？なんか。気のせいか。ちゃんと時計が進んでる。まあいっか。
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
最初に開いた左のドアを取りました。ちょっとここ気になるな。
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
そうなるのか。何この部屋。設計図とかいっぱいある。開かないのか。ワーニング。怖い。乗ればいいのかな。はい。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
彼女のためなんです。どういうことだ？彼女。
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
彼女ってどういうことだ？これ先行っちゃダメってこと？戻るってこと？戻ってみる？どういうことだろう？わかんないな。わかんないけど、じゃあ戻る。戻れない。コストコの倉庫みたいだね。何これ？真っ暗なんだけど。びっくりした。
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you could truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
ちょっと探索してみ
Sorry,
る。あ、びっくり
but
した。
you're in my story now.
あ、びっくりした。くそ。
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
え？グッドモーニングエンプロなんちゃら8を押せって言ってる？はい。
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
プレス I
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
プレス M なんかここで O とか押してみ、いや、なんだろうな、Q とか押してみる。Q N L M
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
F2 ボッ TV F
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
M D now
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
ほう
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
おうゼロか
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
従わないようにはい
You see? Can he just not hear? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
クエスチョンノーシングでじゃあ取らないじゃあ6押さないでも起こらないこれまさか始まんない開かないか
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
こういうルートがあるの？